Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. My name is Precious and this is Precious Reads. Today I'll be discussing some of my favorite organized crime romance novels. I wanted to say Mafia, but some of them are from Bratva and Irish Mafia, so we'll just label it organized crime. If you want to stay in touch and get social with me, I have an Instagram and I'll put this Instagram right here. It's Precious Reads with a Z, or you can follow me on TikTok, which is Precious Reads as well. And yeah, let's begin. The first one of my favorite organized or mafia romances has to be, this was different. This was very different for me. It's Sing to Me by V. Domino. And why it was different is this time we didn't have a snowflake, crumbling, needs to be saved female character. We had a very strong, determined, will cut you up female character, which was very different for me. I enjoyed it. It is available on Kindle Unlimited. It is going to be a trilogy. There's currently 2 books out right now, so I haven't read it entirely. I'm waiting for the 3rd book to come out because I'm waiting for one of the characters, the male characters there. But what Sing to Me is about, what the book is about, it's a mafia romance following a girl who has had a tough life. She's an orphan. She's had to fight for everything that she has, and things are finally looking up for her. She's working in a cigarette lounge or a gentleman's club. It's all on the up and up. She's singing and she's enjoying it. She's always sung, and at one of these performances, a group of people come in and it's all hush hush and everybody's running around them because they're important, to find out that they're part of the organized crime syndicate that looks after that area. And she locks eyes with, I think, Gabriel, and yeah, sparks fly. They find out she is somebody important within their organization. It was entertaining. I loved every character in this book, and I loved how fierce our female heroine was. So Sing to Me by V. Domino. I'm looking at my notes, so please don't be offended. The next one that I enjoyed, which is one of my mafia recs, is Bound by Honor by Cora Riley. So this, again, I love Cora Riley. I've read a lot of her Born in Blood series and the Cumorah Chronicles, and every time I read a new one, I have a new favorite. So Bound by Honor is now following people who've been married before. So we have Dante and we have Valentina. They've both been married before. Their hearts were broken in their previous relationships, and they're damaged and scarred from that. However, they need to be together in order, because people of a certain age in the mafia community have to be married and have to have offspring, and that's why they come together. But Valentina wants something real, and she fights with it. She fights for it with Dante. This was very second chance, but it was a second chance for both of them to find love. And yeah, it was classic Cora Riley. And I loved it. Dante, Valentina, it didn't focus too much on the mafia stuff. And in this one, Valentina actually has a role, and Dante doesn't really try to stop her from being independent or having a job or anything, which is usually the case in other mafia romances. They have to stay at home and do nothing. This one, she wanted to participate in the organization because she really is, believes in the values of the mafia and the family. So yeah, this was also, she was a fierce in her own way, and independent in her own way, which was fire. And the next one was Ruthless Creatures by J.C. Geisinger. I will not stop recommending this book. Ruthless Creatures was one of my favorite mafia reads of 2021. First of all, it is Bratva, so it's not exactly mafia, but because they're Russian. But this one, Cage Porter, he's one of my favorite male heroes forever. Cage moves into this town. He gets a house next to Natalia, I think her name was, and you know, he's this mysterious neighbor that moves in and nobody knows anything about him. It's a small, closed community. And Talia's sort of mending her broken heart from a failed engagement. Actually, she was dumped at the altar and is still trying to get over it. And she notices Cage. He is totally different to the people in this area. He's tatted up. He has an aura about him. And they start a relationship. There are so many twists and turns and different plots. You'll be shocked. You won't know the outcome and who and what and why. You'll be questioning everything, but you'll be rooting for the couple. That was Ruthless Creatures by JC Geisinger. The next one is Reaper by A. Zevarelli. Reaper by A. Zevarelli, I just recently read like a month ago. Again, one of my favorite organized crime romance novels. This one follows the Irish Mafia. We follow Ronan, who is in the Irish Mafia. He is he's an austere personality. He keeps to himself. He doesn't really mingle with other people and is very like somber type of personality. He visits this club where he has eyes for one dancer, and this dancer, she's been through it. She's been through so much heartache and disaster in her life, and she just wants to, you know, start over, and she wants to leave the mafia. She wants to leave this club that is run by the mafia, and it's usually very difficult to do so. However, she's made friendships within this organization, and she also has feelings for Ronan, but there are instances where she can't leave. Things happen. It was very twisty turny, but you know, so much fun as well. Ronan is just French kiss. And if you like Dexter Morgan, you might like Ronan. And if you've loved Nino from Twisted Emotions, you will love Ronan. Fire. The last suggestion I have here is Beautifully Cruel by J.T. Geisinger. It's another organized crime romance novel, this time following the Irish Mafia. And in this one, it's like a pining situation. They've been pining for each other for a long period of time. He comes to the diner where she works, and he just sits there for over a year. And finally, she gets the guts to ask him, like, to say hi, and then she sort of spills her guts to him, and then their little tango begins, where it's like, I like you, I want to be with you, but he's very against it. He's like, listen, I'm not the kind of guy you need to be with. It's going to be difficult. We can't really be together. And then when he accepts her, and then she finds out what kind of stuff he's into, she's like, oh hell no. That was refreshing for me, because usually, you know, in a lot of romance novels, the heroine usually falls for whatever the hero says, and it's like, yeah, and everything's dandy. And she was like, oh, I didn't know this is what you do and this is who you are. I need to take a step back. But they get together in the end. Okay, this is romance. Again, this is really interesting. A lot of plot twists and turns. J.T. Geisinger really knows how to mix the balance between action and the romance, and you know, that combination, she really does balance it very well. So these were my organized crime recommendations and steamy organized crime reads that I've read recently. I'm currently reading a few by Sophie Lark. I'm liking them. I'm really loving Sophie Lark's writing and her characterization. So I'll give you more recommendations as soon as I'm done with those. You can follow me again on my Instagram, Precious Reads, or on a TikTok, which is Precious Reads as well. Have a great day. Stay safe.